Welcome back, Mr. Anderson. We've missed you. And of course, hallo zusammen to you guys as well. So, with the upcoming fourth installation of Die Simulation, Die Matrix 4, I thought, you know what, let's talk about some German words and phrases related to Die Matrix and what I personally really like about those Filme. Alright? Alright. Let's begin. The first version of Die Matrix was released, the first Matrix movie was released in 1999, and it's considered a Meilenstein, der Meilenstein, the milestone, and der Klassiker, the classic in modern film. Not only did it coin the term bullet time with the eponymously titled visual effect, der Effekt, it still dug deep into still very actual and important Themen, topics such as die Digitalisierung, the digitalization, die Globalisierung, globalization, and die Beziehung, the relationship between Menschen, human beings, and Maschinen, machines. It also addresses very fundamental philosophical topics such as der freie Wille, the free will, with hints at religious contexts, for instance by talking about der Auserwählte, the chosen one, or das Orakel, the oracle. But before der Zuschauer, the viewer, learns about all of that, we get to know der Protagonist, the protagonist, Thomas A. Anderson, who's played by der Schauspieler, the actor Keanu Reeves. You know, being the German that I am, I'd personally say something like, Keanu Reeves ist eine geile Sau. Meaning, Keanu Reeves is an awesome person, an awesome guy, because he is. Literally translated, that would mean Keanu Reeves is a horny pig, which isn't prerogative in any way, shape or form, quite the opposite, because the German adjective geil is pretty much an ambiguous term. It can mean awesome, really great, which is pretty much the common daily German meaning of it today, but it can also be used in a sexual erotic context, and then it means something like sexually aroused or horny. But truth be told, I think he's hot as well. He works as der Programmierer, the computer programmer, and he gets woken up by someone who has hacked his Rechner, literally his calculator, meaning computer. He's intrigued by the hacker since under the moniker Neo, that's the German pronunciation of his name Neo, which means new, by the way, it's Latin, he's a hacker himself as well. Plus that other hacker named Morpheus, which again is the German pronunciation of that name, is very berühmt berüchtigt, infamous. Neo learns that he's been hunted down by Agenten, agents, and Morpheus wants to help him to get away from them, which in the end doesn't really work out. As a result, Neo is kidnapped by Agent Smith. He's called Agent Smith in German as well, by the way, but the German term is der Agent, and Smith would be der Schmied. After Neo gets infected with a mechanical virus, a virus, he's saved by Trinity, which in German means die Dreifaltigkeit in a religious context. He finds out that she's also working together with Morpheus, and he eventually gets to meet him in person. He tells Neo that his life has been a lie, and yes, that means the cake is a lie too. Pretty much similar to all human beings, he's been living his life as part of a hidden Simulation, which is called Die Matrix, the Matrix. Actually, all human beings are controlled by machines existing in the real world, die Maschinenwelt, the machine world. The machines basically use human beings as living Batterien, batteries. Of course, Neo doesn't believe that at first, who would? But he can't resist his Neugierde, his curiosity, especially since Morpheus offers him to reveal the truth, to see the truth, by choosing the right Pille, the pill. Either a rote Pille, a red pill, which reveals the truth about Die Matrix, or the blaue Pille, the blue pill, which would result in him forgetting everything they just talked about and he would continue living his life in the simulation, in Die Matrix. He then chooses the red pill, meaning he wants to find out the truth and basically gets reborn in the real world. From that point onwards, he learns Kung Fu and joins Das Team, the team on the Nebukadnezar, in their rebellion against the machines, including vicious programs like Agent Smith, who aims for the ultimate control also in order to erase die Menschheit, humanity, since he sees them basically as a virus who corrupts das System, the system. That's pretty much the basic outline of all 3 Filme, 3 movies so far. And in the end, Neo confronts Agent Smith and beats him in a final battle. Neo returns to Die Quelle, the source of power in the machine world, and by connecting himself to it, he frees all creatures from Die Tyrannei, the tyranny of the machines, pretty much put in simple words. Hurrah! Hooray! I always love the distinct green Farbschema, the color scheme, throughout all the movies, which also correlates with the popular descending lines of code which are written in grün, in green font. Next to the equally back then still futuristic and almost timeless touch of Die Technologie, the technology, it's the visually really cool mixture of effects and action scenes which is flavored with profound questions of life that are relatable to pretty much every human being out there. Even if it might just be das Gedankenspiel, a thought experiment, literally the thoughts game, meaning to imagine living in a simulation of sorts. It's still a creative scenario and allows for thinking outside the box anyway. Besides all of that, Neo, Trinity and Morpheus just look absolutely cool in their clothes, and especially with their Sonnenbrillen, with their shades. It's those recognizable elements that make these movies so great and unique in a way. I mean, the recurring Kämpfe, der Kampf, the fight. And it's not just the clothing and the locations, it's also the really distinct phrases that everyone knows. For instance, es ist unvermeidlich, it's inevitable, or du musst deinen Geist befreien. You have to free your mind, or your spirit, or your ghost, because der Geist is pretty much an ambiguous term as well, depending on the context, the German language. Even though, gotta be honest, the last 2 Filme, 2 movies, might not be on the same quality level as the very first one, because it's so unique in a way, it was special back then when it came out, and that was its benefit basically. They are still good movies in my opinion, both technically and regarding die Handlung, the plot. And now, after having seen the official trailer to Die Matrix 4, Resurrections, Die Wiederauferstehungen, I'm both really excited and neugierig, curious about how this will fit in with the ending of the 3rd installment from 2003, that's a long time ago by now, which seemed like a reasonable ending to the whole plot in my opinion. Many scenes in the trailer also suggest that both Neo and Trinity might have been re-locked into a form of Die Matrix, since they don't seem to remember each other for some reason. Also, there could be an element of Die Zeitreise, time travel, since we see a younger self of Morpheus fighting with Neo. You can find my German reaction to the German trailer of Die Matrix 4 featuring Benjamin Völz, because he is the German voice actor for Keanu Reeves and he sounds really awesome doing that, in the end card. So feel free to check that out, and I hope you enjoyed this video, you learned some new words. I think this is a pretty cool way to teach some terms here and there and some phrases. Feel free to tell me what you think about these kinds of videos, and of course also, if you enjoyed it, please spread the word. If you know other people that want to learn about the German language and culture, feel free to share my videos and my channel with them. That really helps a whole lot. Also make sure to check out the video description with many interesting links to my podcast, for instance, my German podcast, which is called The German Podcast, and many other socials and support options. So thanks for doing that in advance, and of course once again, thanks for watching, and always make sure, folge dem weißen Kaninchen, follow the white rabbit. I'm your Vlog Dave, tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.